So I'm lighting this candle for our gathering this morning, our sacred place. And I just like to ask you to get comfortable in wherever you're sitting. Please have your legs uncrossed, your feet on the floor, and feel the spine get long as it can for you. Let your shoulders drop away from the ears and just be for the next few minutes. We're going to move left and right, just feeling the physical body. Feel a sense of being grounded with the feet on the floor, with your seat in the chair, and the spine holding you up. And then just take slow and easy breaths. And if you are moving, come back to just stillness. Of course, if you still feel like moving, go ahead and move. That is okay. Yeah. So bring your fingertips now to your shoulders, and we're going to lift up into our fingers. And with an exhale, draw them back down again. Just again, we'll do this 3 times, inhaling and then exhaling, letting go. We'll go one more, inhaling and exhaling, let go. And then we'll just open up and cross the hands across the chest, right at that heart center. And feel your hands against your body, just as this sort of nurturing act for yourself. So today we're going to be talking about in between places. There's lots of unknowing in our lives. There's lots of unknowing. And the Buddhist nun Pema Chodron says this place of unknowing is where the warriors grow the most, because we learn how to be comfortable in the unknowing. And that takes practice, right? And that takes practice. It does not come easily. And for most of us, we've had many times of practice, times of unknowing. And we're living in one right now. So learning how to be sane, to breathe through, to be functional, to be a good friend, to still find joy, all of those things is, the work of a warrior. So we'll go ahead and release the hands. And if you would, place the backs of your hands on the tops of your legs. And we're going to close the hands, starting with the pinky finger and to the thumb. And then when you open them, take a breath in. Exhaling, drawing in. And inhaling, opening. We'll go one more. And feel the breath release, exhaling. Yes. Now place your hands palms down on your legs and just relax the hands, relax the arms up to the shoulders. Let your chin drop down, letting the neck soften, jaw relaxing. And just move your head left and right if you'd like. And feel that letting go physically in the muscles, in the tendons. And with this movement, we're nourishing the fascia, increasing the flow of water in our body, in our cells. And we'll come back to just center, let the gaze be forward, then place your hands behind your head, very supportively opening up, and let the heart shine. Just opening up the elbows, let the chest lift. Maybe open your eyes or keep them closed. Imagine that you see a beautiful blue sky. And then we'll just bring the head back into neutral, release the hands, and move your fingers. So move them, move your wrist. And we'll relax each finger by using two fingers, starting with your pinky finger coming down and letting go. Squeezing a bit at the end, just creating this awareness, a reducing of inflammation, increasing movement. So, we warriors, we got to react. We got to be quick about it. And we want to have nimble fingers and be ready, right? And then just open and close a couple times. Now just rest your hands, rest them, and bring awareness now to your feet, just pressing the feet into the floor. I'm short, so I have to move up so my feet are on the floor. And then lift your the balls of your feet underneath your toes, and then slowly press down. Now lift the heel and slowly press down. And we'll just alternate moving back and forth and And you can add breath, maybe inhale when you raise up the toes, and exhale when the heels lift. Just moving the feet. And settle now your feet. We're going to stretch out that right leg and left arm. Just get a nice stretch on the opposite sides of the body. And then do a contralateral stretch on the other side. And bring down, and then we'll take your left hand to the inside of your right arm and come down where you're pressing down the arm and come up the outside of the arm. You can also tap, so you can tap, and it's nice to cup your hand. You can do that, or you can just slide. Either way. So we're activating the meridians, increasing circulation, just getting a flow. And last time. And stop at the top, we'll let go, and now come to the center of your chest and lightly tap your fingers right in the heart's energy heart center. And breathe. See if your shoulders have crept up. Can you let them come back down? And you could tap across the collarbones. And then pause. Now we'll come over to this left arm coming down and up. And again, you can tap. A lot of it depends on how sensitive your body is. So do what feels good to you, where you can get a sensation that's not too strong or not too soft. Okay, and I'm going to pause. You could go another time if you want. Open up the shoulders. We'll bring the hands together and bring them to the chest and round. So we'll inhale, open, and exhale, round. Go one more opening. Opening to what is, right? And coming back in again. And then just release the hands. You can place them palms up or palms down. Let your gaze come downward, maybe closing the eyes or just softening them. Before I get started, I have to start this camera. And so we have arrived in this space, and we have created some awareness in our physical body. Hopefully, let go of some tension. And through our practices that we've just been doing, I hope it does send a signal to your body that you're safe, that you're in a safe space. This is a good space to be. And I'm going to read the poem by Rosemary Traumer called Between Winter and Spring. I am here to remember my place in the field, to remember again how what looks dead can, in just a few days of warmth, turn vibrant and green. It can be so hard sometimes to have hope, yet even knowing what winter did, look at all this life. I am here to remember again how the field is made of uncountable blades of grass, and how I too am one of many that make up the whole, all of us growing together. Knowing this, I feel at the same time the truth of my insignificance and the truth of our mutual greatness. I come to the field to learn what the field knows, a belonging beyond language, a vastness that opens in me, a cell-deep trust in life itself. This is how we learn, by listening. In the wind, each blade of grass sings the smallest of songs, joins in a chorus of rub and swish and kiss as each blade whispers, this, 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 this. So I invite you to imagine to bring to mind the feeling of uncertainty, a state of uncertainty, a tenderness that you have once had, or it could be anything that's, uncomfortable and unknowing, something that you want to avoid. Mourning, an upcoming test, a move, a change, a big change of any kind. So, meeting uncertainty. And how does it feel? This place where there's nothing just sure and solid to hold on to because you're in the middle of figuring things out, not sure of an answer. Wishing it were true that something on the outside could provide a sure path forward. So, this feeling of uncertainty, let's breathe and bring some compassion to the body to notice the uncertainty and not being in the active state of resisting it. How can we just notice? And that noticing can start with, how does it feel in my body? Where does it live when I feel uncertain? In my chest, in my jaw, in my low back. It's interesting where stress can live in the body, in our fingers. And we all have certain patterns of holding in our belly, in our throat. So maybe not right now, but maybe in a point of uncertainty in your life, where did you feel that uncertainty in your body? And again, as you think of it, how do you just notice that's how that felt, or that's how it feels right now? Can I breathe during this feeling? Can I have a little bit of letting go, of not resisting, maybe a little bit of acceptance? So, like I said, the warrior, and we are all warriors in training, always will be, spends a lot of time in this unknowing, in this uncertainty, because it's an important part of growth and an important part of life. When we meet uncertainty, sometimes we're just meeting an old friend. And you might say, I see you, old friend. I see you. You're part of my journey, part of my journey. And through you, I will learn to grow. It may be uncomfortable, but I will keep taking one step forward. So just feel now a letting go of whatever you may have conjured a feeling of uncertainty. It could be something you're living through now, something in the past. And can we now go back to resting the shoulders, letting the jaw soften, letting your belly soften, feeling your feet on the floor, your hands resting. Notice where you feel the breath in your body, at the tip of your nose, the rise of your chest, your ribs floating up and releasing. Just breathing, just noticing. And we soften at the edges of whatever we're going through. So I encourage you to pause for a few moments of breath practice where we bring one hand on the chest and one on the belly. And then as you exhale to the count of 4. Feel maybe the belly come in. And then inhale to the count of 3 into the chest. And exhale to the count of 4. Pause. And then inhale to a count of 3. And pause. Breathing at your own pace, exhaling to 4. And then complete another round. And then letting go of that practice, just returning to our natural state of breathing. Again, being aware of the feet on the floor, rooted ultimately in the earth like a tree. And picture in your mind a tall, strong, maybe an oak tree, and how far down their roots must go. And imagine your spine being that tree that is holding you up, that trunk, that steadiness, that core of strength. Just like a tree, your body has weathered many storms and it still continues to stand. As we've said, we have moments of learning to let go when we didn't want to. We've had moments of showing ourselves compassion when it was hard to do so. Picture your inner strength like the roots of an ancient tree, stretching wide, stretching deep within you, grounding you in the earth, even as the winds of uncertainty blow. You may want to say to yourself, I am grounded. I am grounded. I am grounded even when I don't have all the answers. I am grounded. I can show self-compassion even when I'm uncertain. It is okay not to know. A time of unknowing can be a fruitful place if we can imagine or perceive is perhaps a better word, this unknowing not as a threat, but more as something that we can manage through meditation, through self-compassion, through mindful living, through grateful living. Coming back again and again to our roots of being grounded, of settling, of loving ourselves. So I'm going to offer a short mantra, and it's just simply comfort me, COMFORT, comfort me. And you could sing along or just listen. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Now, as you're ready, lifting your gaze, taking in the space around you, breathing, perhaps noticing a little more lightness, putting your hands over your heart center in self-compassion. And may we all comfort one another and continue to comfort ourselves. Namaste. Namaste.